Good morning, guys. I am one of these people that whenever anyone asks me, where do you want to go out for lunch? I will always say Thai. I just love green curry, yellow curry, Penang curry, all those creamy, yummy ones. So as we know, coconut milk is pretty high in saturated fat. And so nobody's losing weight eating copious amounts of that. So I thought, what if I was to replace the coconut cream or coconut milk with something that is high in protein and low in fat? Wouldn't that be amazing? So that's what I've come up with today. We are going to make a high protein, low fat, yellow curry. I am so excited for this one, guys. Come on into the kitchen with me and let's get cooking. What we're going to start off by doing is making the coconut cream. So what I have here is a quarter of a cup of cashews that I've soaked in water. So a quarter of a cup of cashews has, I've got it written down, 15 grams of protein and only 200 calories and 14 grams of fat. Whereas a can of coconut milk has 68 grams of fat, can you believe that? And 7 grams of protein. So we are going to be miles ahead in this recipe. I'm just trying to scoop down so I get in frame. So to my soaked cashews, I am going to add some coconut water. So that's going to give us some of the coconut taste without any of the fat. So about a cup of that in there. And to make it even more coconutty, we're just going to put some coconut essence. So that's some Maharaja's coconut essence. And to bump up the creaminess, let's get some silken tofu in there. Just going to get rid of some of that water. So half of that. Getting everything everywhere. And that we're going to blend up in the blender. Now you want to give that a pretty good mix around because you want to blend all those cashews. So depending on how powerful your blender is how long you're going to have to do that for. That's creamy and coconutty. I think though it could probably use a pinch of salt to bring out the flavours. So I'm going to do that, except you're on my salt. So just pretend I put salt in there, okay? All right, now that we've got that done, let's talk about curry paste. So you can go to the trouble of making a curry paste, and to be fair, that's the most flavorful, yummy way to do it. But there is such good ones on the market these days. I generally try to get one without added oil in. In this case, I have got one with a little bit of oil in it, but this is an awesome tasting curry paste. So it is vegan. And so the ingredients are garlic, sugar, soybean oil, chili, tamarind juice, shallots, salt, lemongrass, spices, kaffir lime, and galangal. So all good stuff, except you need to use a can opener. I had to look high and low for my can opener when I was trying to find it before. There you go. Look at that. Now, even though I'm making a yellow curry, I'm using a mushroom curry paste because they're very similar. The mushroom just has a little bit of extra kind of fragrance to it, which I like. So let's chop up some vegetables. I just got this morning, so I don't know if it's going to work. But I thought it would be make it fancy. I don't bother to peel my carrots, but if you want to peel your carrots, you do you. Turning out. How cute. I wonder if I turned it if I could get lettuce. No. I'm going to play around with that though, because that that is cool. Next, I've already chopped up some capsicums that I had in the fridge from another day. I'm going to do some onion. Now, this is a pretty small onion and I really wished I had a bigger one, but I don't. What I might do is chop some shallots up and put that in the final product. But we'll see how we go. See if I remember. All right. Take off my peels. Okay. Put that off to the side. I'm just going to do batons, I think. Okay. And I have a potato that I cooked this morning. I don't think I want all of it, so I'm going to cut it in half. Now, because this is cooked, we are going to put this in at the last minute as opposed to cooking it. And I am also going to be using some frozen vegetables because I just like how quick and easy they are. Oh, that onion's getting me. Whew. You might see me cry. All right, so that's all my non-frozen vegetables that I need. And let's talk tofu. This is a firm block of tofu. Now, there is lots of different ways of preparing your tofu and you get different results with different ways. So for this recipe, you could cut it up into the sizes that you want, roll it in a bit of cornstarch, maybe a little bit of soy sauce or tamari, and chuck it in your air fryer. Now that's going to give it a bit of a crispy coating. Alternatively, what you could do is freeze the block as is, or in your cubes, whichever you prefer, then defrost it and then get all the water out then by pressing. Now what that does is it gives you a more meaty bite feel. So that's a really popular way of making your tofu kind of a little bit more like chicken. But I love tofu and I find this firm stuff is fine just to cut up and chuck it in. So I'm going to go the easy option. And you know, if you are making this for guests and you wanted to be a little bit more fancy, you could. But, you know, don't get too carried away if you don't need to, I reckon. So I'm just going to chop that up into... what shape do I want? Down the middle. Maybe little squares. And I reckon that is plenty. So why don't we head on over to the stove and put this together? Alrighty, let's get onto a medium-high heat. And we will start off with our onions and our carrots because they are the ones that will take the longest to cook. As always, I'm not going to use any oil in this recipe. That's going to keep the fat content down, and quite frankly, you really don't need it. So I'm going to have some water handy. This water I'm just soaking my dried chilies in for garnish. So splashing that in will probably give us an extra little bit of yummy spice. So got to be happy with that, right? Alright, that's starting to get a bit of a char on it, so I might just quickly put a little bit of water in there. Alright, next I'm going to put in my cauliflower. Just cauliflower, especially frozen cauliflower. Probably is, oh actually, let's put in the capsicum as well while we're at it. Give that a toss around. one's really big. I wonder if I could snap that. There we go. Next I'm going to go in with some beans. And I'm going to make a bit of a well in the centre and do my curry paste now. Just to fry it up a wee little bit. Oh, that smells good. Now you don't want to burn that. So let's now put in our tofu. Give that a stir around. A little bit of water so we don't burn that paste. In with my broccoli. Now, like I said, I really don't want that to burn. So I'm going to add some coconut water. And what I might do is put the lid on, just so those vegetables cook through properly. Look at all those lovely colours. Oh, I think one of my things went in there. That's all right. Happy with that? All right, let's cook that down for about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, that's been a couple of minutes now. It's all, oh, look at that. Get that out. Sometimes frozen vegetables have a little bit of prep that needs to happen to them. Alright, it's going to need a few more minutes. Okay, let's take a look at how that's going. Much better. Yep. Yum. Right, add some sweetener of choice. I'm using rice malt today. You can use sugar, or you can use palm sugar, jaggery, whatever takes your fancy. In with those in with those potatoes. So good. What about we try our coconut cream alternative? Look how luscious that's looking. Oh, how good is that? So creamy, so decadent, and actually good for you. Now I'm going to do a non-traditional thing. Please feel free to leave this out. But I actually like a little bit of PB2. So what that does is it kind of makes it a cross between a yellow curry, a Mossman curry, and a Penang curry. But leave that out if you'd like to. And then what we're going to do is just make sure all those vegetables are cooked through. I'm going to add a little bit of vegan fish sauce. What's that? Oh, that's not quite cooked through. But geez, it tastes good. So I'm going to put that lid on to help that a little bit while I find my vegan fish sauce. Alright, looks like that's come up to a boil again. Stir. Vegan fish sauce. Right, we're going to give it a taste. Oh, holy, that's good. It's actually really hot, so you might choose to use a little less of the curry paste if you don't like it hot. There you go, look how good that is. Here she is. Is that beautiful? And put some freshly squeezed lime. And let's give her a taste. Oh, like I said, it's optional, but highly recommend that PB2. It's going to increase your protein, but it's also going to increase the taste. Oh, you are not going to miss the coconut cream in this. It is so luxurious, so silky, so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh. High protein, low fat, delicious. Please try this one, and also please subscribe to my channel. I'll be showing you some more low fat, high protein, healthy, Starch Solution approved meals.